Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and we got some brand new Raizeol support revealed. We got a brand new field spell for the deck. This is Raizeol Cross. If you don't know, this is the brand new deck build archetype that's based around XYZs, and it has some huge potential. So all the main deck monsters basically have the gimmick that they just keep extending themselves as level 4 rank engine, but you're locked into XYZs. So all the cards seem pretty good, but at rank 4 turbo or this rank 4 toolbox hasn't been good for a very long time. So the fact that this locks you to specifically rank 4s, that you're not ranking up monsters, you don't have access to other ranks, so you don't have access to rank 3s, rank 5s, rank 8s, rank 10s, you're just rank 4s. For a while, we thought this archetype was probably going to flop. But they just got a brand new field spell that seems pretty insane, and that's why you clicked the video. So let's talk about it. So this is Radiance Cross. This is a brand new field spell. It has 3 effects. One of them is a floodgate, but that does not really matter. You can only activate each effect of this card's name once per turn. So the first effect is basically a floodgate for the archetype, where it basically says, hey, while this field spell is face up on the field, you can't keep making the same XYZ over and over again. So the idea is that you can't make, let's say, for example, Bahamut Shark into Bahamut Shark into Toad Toad. You can't do that. Now, of course, Bahamut Shark requires waters, but that's just the example I'm giving for you here. You can't go Bahamut or whatever. Now, I'm pretty sure they're like funders and machines. That's their whole gimmick. They're funders and machines. So you couldn't make Bahamut Shark anyway. But for example, let's say you can't make like double Rafflesia or something. Like whatever you make it once and then that's it. You can only have one per XYZ rank 4 per copy on the field while this field spell is on the field. The second effect of this card is that you can shuffle back 2 Raizeol cards from your graveyard back into the deck to draw 1. So it's a really cool recursion effect. And then the third effect, which is actually the reason why you play this field spell, which this field spell is probably going to be a 1-of because it doesn't really search anything. The third effect of this field spell is that when a monster activates its effect to resolve, you can detach a material instead to negate it. So basically what it's saying is that, hey, while you control a Raizeol XYZ, when they activate their effect, on resolution of said effect, you negate it. So it negates. So it's still activated, but you negated the effect. You didn't negate the activation. You negated the effect of the card, which is pretty cool. So, for example, let's say you're going against, let's say, Sprites or something. Well, they activated Gigantic this turn, but that Gigantic did not resolve because its effects were negated, basically. That's what this field spell does. When you have a Raizeol XYZ and they activate an effect, you can detach the material to negate its effects, basically. Now, the way it's phrased is really weird because it doesn't say negate its effects. It's like negate resolution, which is weird. That's a weird phrasing to put it. So I'm not sure if that has like any implications for positively or badly. But overall, it's a pretty decent field spell. My only issue is that it doesn't search on activation like most field spells do. So this card doesn't add consistency to your deck. It does add recursion, so you do get to shuffle back your Raizeols back into deck in order to then resolve them again for another turn because you shuffle back 2, draw 1, which is pretty nice. Any Raizeol kind of starts your full combo, so you can kind of just keep cheating out Raz. I think all the main deck monsters just keep searching themselves, or they search spell cards, so that's pretty decent. Overall, I think this card's going to be a definite 1-of the deck. I don't like that it has a restriction of only controlling 1 of each rank 4. Like, the deck's already restricted enough to lock you into rank 4s. The fact that this card's like, oh, not only are you locked into rank 4, so you can't have access to other XYZs or access to, like, synchros, fusions, or whatever, but while this field spell is on the field, because it is a field spell, it's basically a continuous spell, you can only control 1 type of each XYZ. So, for example, like I said, you can't have multiple Rafflesias on field. You can't have multiple Abyss Dwellers on field. Basically like that. Like, let's say you had a really good card and you were trying to go for, like, a Utopia play. Like, I think you can't go for Utopic Draco future. See, that's what I don't really like about this archetype. This is going to go ranting now. I don't like that this archetype locks you into rank 4s. If it locked you into X, Y, Z's, it'll be a lot more playable, a lot more better. But the fact that it locks you into rank 4s means some of the best XYZ support in the game you don't have access to. Because either you're not the right attribute, or you're just not the right color, or like what they call not only attribute, but typing, or you just can't have access to it because you're stuck into rank 4s. Like, that really, really sucks. And I think that's one of the biggest thing holding this archetype back. That, yes, they're very playable, they're very, like, extendable, and they're very one-card combo-y. But when that one-card combo is just setting up, like, 3 rank 4s, I don't think it's that good. Especially when it could be interrupted and just stop your whole turn. Especially with Maxi and Mold Chummy. I know it's not Maxi, it's Mold Chummy, but especially while Mold Chummy's legal, I just don't like these cards, man. I had so much expectation when I first saw the artwork of this card revealed. I thought this archetype was going to be really, really cool, but now looking at the support it has and what the whole archetype is based on, these restrictions killed his deck's playability. Like, maybe in the future, maybe it'll become good, because this is only the first wave of support. So they'll, of course, give it more support later on. Give it more XYZs, of course. But as it stands right now, this archetype's ass. Like, it's just straight ass. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool that it has access to rank 4s. The engine, the main deck engine is pretty solid. It's the extra deck access that I don't like. We need some more generic rank 4s for this archetype in order to keep playing. And that's really the biggest issue, because like I almost feel like this deck would be really good in like Exo Sisters. Like, I actually thought that could have been a really cool idea, but the issue is they're funders, so they're not warriors, because I'm pretty sure Exo Sisters locks you into warriors, so they don't work in that deck, and that's already a rank 4 deck. And also, you can't rank up, so you can't access like the rank up cards, or Utopic Draco, or any of that engine, because you have to rank those guys up by using 2 level 4s, or 2 level 3s, or 2 level 2s. It just, you're not able to do that, because you're locked into rank 4s. There's a lot of things I feel like this deck can do, but it can't. Like, yeah, you can make Granite, Search Nibiru. That's pretty cool. You can make Rafflesia, Bottomless your opponent. That's pretty cool. But that's about it, because the main deck monster, yeah, he's like a pop, like a multiple pop. And this field spell now makes him a negate, which is cool, but I don't think it's enough, especially with all the board breakers in the format. I don't know. I think this deck's a little lackluster in my opinion, and I was hoping for more. Like, I think the new Synchro Dragon archetype is way cooler than this deck, and I didn't think that deck was even that interesting. It's like a Synchro Ritual deck. It's not a Synchro deck, my apologies. It's like a Ritual Pendulum archetype. It's really weird, but I don't know. I thought that deck has more potential than this one, and especially now with the new Legacy support revealed, I still don't know. And we still have the third archetype we're waiting on, but we'll just have to see. But anyway, hope y'all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. Expect a combo tutorial for my Punk deck profile sometime this week. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy. Thank you for supporting me. Take care. Bye-bye.